Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are now tuning in to another episode of the Two Fly Review. And today we gonna talk about a little movie called Matrix Resurrections. That's right. Here live on the Two Fly Review, my thoughts, how I feel about the Matrix Resurrections. Y'all stay tuned. We gonna get to the nitty gritty for sure. Last one left and I'm a reppin' the devil. And I don't really care if I'm by myself. Mommy, baby boy, yeah, her only one. Tommy Gunn, shit, the only son. I'm your host, Tommy Two Fly, and I am a rapper slash producer. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to give you my review from the artist's point of view because I love movies and series. I'm a big TV movie watcher, man. So I figured, hey, why not do a review? And today, since you're tuning in, we're going to talk about Matrix Resurrection. And me, I'm a big fan of the whole Matrix franchise. The first Matrix movie, I watched it like 13, 14 times. Now, I know a lot of fans of the Matrix are not big on the Matrix Reloaded and Matrix. The third Matrix movie, but me, I love Matrix Reloaded. I think it's a masterpiece, except for all the talking at the end, but they had to explain stuff, you know what I mean? And the Matrix makes you think, so, and you can't go wrong with the Matrix, man. So when I heard they was doing Matrix Resurrection, trying to bring in and introduce it to a new audience, but yet still trying to tap into what we found, you know what I'm saying, from our, you know what I'm saying, nostalgia, I was like, yo, let's get it. So if you have not seen Matrix Resurrection, please, this is your time to leave. Spoiler alert. I'm letting you know now, we about to get into it, the nitty gritty. And if you have not seen it, it's time to leave, okay? Also, before we get into it, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel as we do more reviews, man. And I also want to hear your comments if you see Matrix Resurrection. So definitely hit me up in the comment sections and let me know how y'all feeling about it. Now, let me give y'all my overall rating for Matrix before I get into the spoilers and the parts of the movie I felt, the parts of the movie I didn't like. Before I get into all of that, on a scale, we're gonna do 1 to 5. So for action, I definitely give it a 3 for action. Could have been better, you know what I mean? But I give it a 3 on action. Comedy, this Matrix movie had a lot more funnier parts to it than the original Matrix. So I give it like a 2 for comedy. Drama. Kind of lacked on the drama end for me. You know what I'm saying? Someone else might feel it had drama, but I'm gonna give it like 1 for drama. Horror element. Just the robots pulling people out of the pods. Think that's crazy. So I'm definitely gonna give it a 1 star just for that part. For horror. And then suspense. The Matrix movies, the originals, definitely had some suspense elements to it. This one wasn't really feeling a whole lot of suspense. So, honestly, I'm going to give that 1 star too. Now, not saying a lot of people hate Matrix Resurrection. They do. But I don't hate it. I just don't like it as much as the originals. I appreciate what they did. I understand where they was coming from when they made this. But I'm not a hater of the movie. I would actually watch it again. You know what I mean? I'll give it rewatchability just because I'm a fan of The Matrix. But let's get into it. All right. First of all, this is like a 30-year jump. So they rebooted The Matrix. And I like the concept of Trinity and Neo. Like, they're the ones that's now powering up this new Matrix. And now we got a new architect, you know what I'm saying, a new creator of the Matrix, which caused a civil war outside of that, which I kind of like that storyline too. You know what I'm saying? So now you got robots versus robots beefing with each other. You know what I'm saying? And some of the robots are siding with the humans now. Cool. I like that. That's a power move for the Matrix. I like that. Now, the new architect, yeah, he's cool. Neil Patrick Harris is playing the new architect. I like him as an actor. So yeah, I can roll with that. Now, let's talk about the new Morpheus. That's a down for me, y'all. That's a down for me. I love the actor, but I felt like they should have left Morpheus as Morpheus. You know what I mean? If y'all wasn't gonna bring back the original Morpheus, the OG Morpheus, then just leave that alone. I think the guy who played Morpheus should just been a whole new character. Just gave him a whole new character. And maybe based off the traits of Morpheus. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some of his computer DNA or whatever, you know what I'm saying, was kind of influence of Morpheus. But instead of calling him Morpheus, just call him somebody completely different. I felt like it did no justice. And then anyone else was annoyed because Niobe is in this movie, right? Morpheus and Niobe had a relationship, a very close hand relationship. So this new Morpheus goes to the new version of Zion, which is called something else now. I can't remember right now off the top of my head. But they go to this new version of Zion and they don't interact at all. Come on. They knew each other. Why? We could have got something. What was that line Morpheus said? Sometimes things never change. You know, if he would have just said that to Niobe and Niobe would have picked up on it, I would have been cool with that. But y'all, they didn't even interact with each other like they never knew each other. Yeah, he looked different and everything, but this is supposed to be Morpheus. So they missed me with that, y'all. They missed me with that. Another thing I didn't like, all right, Neo. So, you know, he was the one. Homeboy was doing Superman, Goku type shit. You know what I'm saying? It was to the point that you couldn't shoot this man. If you had guns was gonna do nothing. He would just stop the bullets. You had to go hand to hand with this man. You had to fight him. That's the only way. You couldn't shoot him. You couldn't sneak him. You couldn't do nothing else to him. You had to fight him. So for him to be a shell of his old self really hurt me, y'all. It was like learning his powers all over again. And at the same time, he really didn't know how to use them. He you know what I'm saying? Once he found himself, he realized kind of who he was, and he knew he had powers, but it was more so like, I know I can stop bullets. But it was rocky, y'all. It was like, he was struggling to do it. Remember, from the other Matrix, the first Matrix, when he first, let's go back to Matrix Reloaded is the prime example. When they shot at him, stop. Stop all the bullets. Like, one hand, no struggle. In this, he's struggling to block bullets. He's struggling. He still do it, but it's like a struggle. For him to fight, it's like a struggle. Everything was a struggle for him to, like, for his powers. Like, it's like he knew he had his powers, but he barely knew how to use it. It was like him learning it. I did not like that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have minded them starting out like that, and then he progresses along to get back to who he was, the one. That would have made more sense to me than him just struggling through the whole movie. But I understand the concept because they had to bring Trinity in, and now Trinity was going to be the new version of the one. And I like the whole storyline with trying to break Trinity out of the Matrix and bring her back to herself, and then giving her powers. Cool. I was cool with that. The Agent Smith situation, I was cool with it. I like the guy that did it, but still, it's nothing like OG Agent Smith. I wish they would have brought him back, but I get where it was going. Now the video game, him creating the Matrix as a video game in this new world the machines created, that didn't bother me much as it bothered a lot of other people. Now the Warner Brother plug, I laughed at that shit because I thought that was funny that they plugged their own name in their own movie. Because we in the new technology age, and You know what I'm saying? Everything is virtual reality, this and that. So I understand why they went that way with the Matrix movie. It's a game. Got it. He created this marvelous vast world video game that everyone loves, and then Smith is over him. But it missed the mark for me. Some of the action scenes was definitely good, especially when him and Trinity finally connected with each other again, and it was like this, and everyone just exploded up. Definitely like that scene. I hate the fact that they kind of didn't use agents, because I was used to the agents, and you know what I'm saying, I figured maybe this time around they was gonna give the agents like another upgrade, but they didn't. They like completely like, yeah, there's agents, but I don't use them anymore. I just turn on this button to make people go crazy and do what I want them to do. Anyone who connected to the Matrix, yeah, that was cool, but I like the agents more. Like, you know what I'm saying, like that feel of if you gotta fight an agent, you better run. Like, I like that, and they didn't add that in there no more. So, kind of made me feel sad about that. But overall, I think they was just testing the waters to see how people was going to react to this version of the Matrix. So they did a reboot without doing a reboot. They did like a soft reboot within a reboot, if that makes sense to y'all. But they was just testing the waters to see how we gonna react, and then they gonna do another Matrix. Now they ended. Now Trinity and Neo has their powers like fully back in the Matrix. I don't know if Neo is back to the level of like Matrix Reloaded, and I don't know if Trinity is up to that level as well. But they definitely look like they totally level up and they can control anything that's going on in the Matrix. And far as our new architect of the Matrix, I wouldn't know if they did another movie. Who can they bring in to outpower these two? Because now it's two of the ones. Who will be strong enough to take them on? And I think they're going to run into that problem if they do a new one. But I'm pretty sure they think a lot of stuff. So I don't know really which way they're going to go with it. But like I said, I'm a fan of the Matrix. I like Matrix Resurrection. I just don't love it, if that makes sense. I thought it was a good chance to try to reboot everything for the Matrix. And I do look forward to them making another one, because I think they did confirm that they are going to go for it with another Matrix movie. So we have to wait and see what that is going to be like. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There is my review of Matrix Resurrection. I hope you enjoyed what I said. And if you disagree with what I said, that's still cool too. Just leave your comments down in the comment section. Let me know how you feel. Again, like, subscribe to the channel if you want to hear more reviews from your boy Tommy Too Fly. Thank you, and enjoy your day, peoples. Be easy. Holla at your boy Tommy.